Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe, this is Big Joe Trucking. I didn't realise that Friday was going to be my last day in our stand. I'm a little bit gutted. I did film, or I managed to film like a day in the life of a container driver during the week. That video is going to be coming out after this one, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. But it'll also be my last video with Stan, so it's going to be a little bit sad, bless him. It's weird because I think I'm not like attached to machinery or anything like that. It's just a laugh, isn't it? But it is a shame that he'll be going back to the hire company. But the company I work for do have their own fleet, and obviously they're phasing out any hired vehicles with their own. So makes sense, makes business sense. Like, why pay for a vehicle when you got your own? So, but yeah, just a little bit gutted. So I'll be saying goodbye to Stan, but I'm going to introduce you to the chief. I called it the chief just because I don't know, it's the first thing that comes to my head, really. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? You name something. I choose to name them just because they're essentially like my work colleague. I spend a lot of time with the vehicle, so why not just give it a name? I mean, Richard Hammond did it. But yeah, so first impressions this morning when I come in, I was begrudging, or is that even a word? I really did not like the fact that I was going to be saying bye to Stan on Friday. I thought, bloody hell, like, I was a bit gutted actually, because I didn't really know what to expect. I think it's like change. Like, I just wasn't very comfortable with the idea of change. Like, I've not long come off my antidepressants, so like I've noticed my moods very up and down. It's not the most advisable thing. Obviously my doctors told me to keep off of them now, but I just went cold turkey with it, which was probably the worst idea. But at the same time, I want me back. Like, I want my own emotions and stuff back, and I don't want to be medicated for like suppressing certain feelings. I've gone beyond the reasons why I needed them, and now I just want myself and my body to be working on its own. So that's kind of why I just went cold turkey with the antidepressants, and the doctor said we'll do blood tests and we'll just go from there. So fingers crossed, we'll know what's going on soon. But anyway, that was, it's by the by. If any of you are in a similar boat, like, reach out. I'm happy to talk to you about it, because I understand. But anyway, so coming Monday, so Friday I had to clear out my truck. I was a bit gutted about doing that. I was probably a little bit like moody, I was feeling a bit low. I don't know why. I think it's just I suppose it almost felt like as if, like, I don't know, it felt like as if I was like leaving my job or something. I don't know. I was just a bit But coming today, and immediately I thought, oh, this ain't gonna be good. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna, I had all these things going on in my head, and thankfully, like, a couple of the guys in work were like, yeah, you'll be fine, you'll be sane, because I've never experienced this before, and especially, like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of like Renault. I've never been a fan of Renault. I've always thought Renaults aren't too great, sorry, but and also my Uncle Lee, before he passed away, he always said, oh, Renaults are crap. So that's kind of always stuck in my head as well. But he'd probably be spitting feathers knowing I'm sat in a Renault now. He'd be like, what are you doing? But anyway, so yeah, when I walked to the truck, straight away I had to do a little walk around. I can see there's loads of, like, there is damage. None of this is done by me, because at This truck's done about 137,000 miles. There is damage to the vehicle. You know, there's scuffs, dents, chips, and all the usual bits. But it's done 137,000 kilometers. So how it's not going to be in perfect condition. It's a workhorse at the end of the day. But it doesn't have to be treated as such. You know, you can still treat it with a bit of respect. Most truckers do. So if you're one of those truckers who do look after your vehicle, you do take pride in the vehicle you're driving, whether it's yours or whether it's a company, so it's a good, I think it's a good thing to have. Like, look after it. It is, at the end of the day, like, it is your office space. It is your space. Like, I spend more time in this vehicle than I do in my own home. I spend more time in this chair than I do my own sofa. So I spend more time looking out of this window more than my own home. So you do need to look after it, or that's my opinion anyway. But I cannot complain. Actually, when I first came in, it was dirty. It wasn't very. I wasn't very happy to start with, but like anything, I got all my cleaning products. I've given it a partial clean. I'm going to give it a deep clean as soon as I get the opportunity next. As soon as I can do that, I'll feel a bit more at home. I've managed to like put some of my stuff in the truck now. I got a lot of stuff out I don't need, so obviously I'll be taking it home out of the way. But yeah, oh, I haven't said actually. So is a Renault T480. It's quite a low. I think it's quite a low like horsepower engine or whatever. It is. I think for the type of work we're doing, it needs to be just at least in the 500s or more. You know, because it does struggle on the hills a bit. But actually, I got to run this down to Devon today, and that's where actually I kind of, you know, got to enjoy it. It is quite quick. It's light on the steering. Acceleration's there. It just struggles on the hill once we're loaded. But then again, our stand was terrible for that. Like, everything was slow, sluggish. This one seems like it's a new kid. Like, it's like, right, let's go. So I'm looking forward to getting to work with it, and hopefully you'll see. Just to give you some idea on what I'm talking about. As you can see, the dash is fairly plain. There's not a lot going on. But this is the only screen that essentially you've got to do everything through. You know, it makes things a little bit easier because there's only one screen. So I've got my own sat nav. I always do. There is one in the truck, but I'm not a big fan of the TomTom system. It does work. There's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer Garmin. Personal preference. But this is the inside. It's a bit cleaner than it was when I got in. I put my own carpets in, mainly just to try and protect the floor a little bit, you know. These are all bags that'll be going back home. They just had some bits in. We have a microwave, which is something I didn't have before. I feel privileged. It's brand new by the look of it because it's still got all the cardboard and stuff inside. These are the only cupboards. So, just have a look. So I've got some cleaning stuff out there. I'll put my bag of bits in there. This one is like a stationary cupboard. So I'll keep it in there. And keep any other bits up there. There's our Dean. Our Dean just said hello, as you saw. But yeah, it's got a very small little sunroof. I don't really know why, but I can't really complain. It's got everything I need. So this is the inside. Nothing too special, but nothing unpractical either. Hey, here we are. And it looks like our Dan's pulled up behind me, so I'm going to go and say hello. I will catch you guys in the next video. Next video is basically a day in the life of a container driver. It's quite a long video, but I hope you enjoy it. And I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.